Yo, what's up with it? This your boy Noonie back with another reading. This is gonna be a reading for the sign of Sag. Sagittarius, what's up with it? What's up? Let me see what we got going on for y'all. That wanted to shoot out, so we're gonna let it rock. Okay, ooh, here we got dating coming your way. So some of y'all about to be dating somebody who's unusual to y'all. You're gonna be having like unusual dating patterns. All right, you guys could be dating people who are unusually attractive. Now, I mean, I'm not saying that you don't normally date people who are attractive, but I guess this is like, maybe you guys are dating outside of your race, dating outside of your usual normal 1, 2. What's up there, enigmatic one? Dating outside of your natural tendencies, or somebody is doing that with y'all. All right, so this could be like friends to lovers, because we do got Aquarius and we got fifth house. So these could be like maybe your friends are starting to like find you guys to be appealing. Or these could be people who you guys share like similar interests with, hobbies, passions, stuff like that, wanting to like become friends. Some of y'all, they want to date y'all. So like some of y'all, they just be friends. Some of it would just be friends. And then others of y'all, it's going to be romantic. So it's maybe unusual that like, you're having these types of interactions or having these types of like conversations, because we started off with Aquarius. So you may be having like unusual conversations with friends, you know what I mean? Maybe talking about your love life. Some of y'all talking about your sex life, or they're just telling you stuff like that, you know what I mean? Like in a matter of fact way too. So they kind of like, so I don't know, maybe they're trying to sell themselves to y'all. Maybe you can just hear it. Maybe you just hear it. Like somebody just kind of like talks to their friends and maybe you just hear them talking about their sex life. I don't know. But anyway, I get that vibe of like people wanting to like, have sex with you, but people also wanting to date you guys or finding you guys to be physically appealing. Could be an Aries, could be a Leo, could be an Aquarius. I got Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, so I got Ace of Cups here. So it's a new love. It's a new love, or it's a new feeling of love coming your way. So maybe, yeah, we got Six of Wands too. So that's a lot of possibility. I got a lot of people who want to give you all love, but they feel like some of y'all may be very popular or like, I was gonna say too lit. So I don't know. Too lit, like too attractive or too out there, too known, too recognizable. That might be it. Like, so maybe it's like you're getting more attention than what's usual for y'all. Could be dealing with the Libra, Capricorn, Aquarius. A lot more people are passionate about y'all. So these are normally people who would be, let's say, they would normally be rigid. Like there's only a right or wrong way, or there's only a certain way, like certain dynamic, romantic dynamic that they would have, when in terms of like partners. But like with you, I'll do it differently. With you, I'll do stuff that I wouldn't do normally. Like they get sweet on y'all, they get tender on y'all. So a lot of people want to give you their heart, or a lot of people want to give you their like emotions, their feelings. They want to tell you what's really on their like mind, for real, for real. And it's a lot of people too. With Aquarius starting off, it's usually large groups of people. So wherever you guys go, that there be large groups of, some of y'all, it's maybe like an event, like a social event. Maybe that might be where it's at. Like you guys are maybe going to a football game, baseball game, basketball game. I don't know, a tennis match. Do they do tennis around this time? I don't know. But it could be just like a match, or like something like sport wise, or something that's just considered to be entertaining. You may be like in the spotlight, you know what I mean? Like gaining a lot of attention because of it. You may be getting a lot more recognition or noticed by people when you're there. All right, so we got Two of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. Yeah, I definitely feel like a lot of y'all gonna be talking to a lot of people. A lot of people are gonna be trying to adapt to your way of doing things, or adapt to like what it is that they feel like you desire, or what you would want in a connection, even if it's short term. I get you guys having the opportunity to date shortly. Right now, we do got Ace of Cups in reverse, so it could be possibly people from the past that you renewed it with, but I wasn't feeling that really. But maybe it's possible. You know what I mean? If they find you attractive and appealing, then they're gonna be a lot more assertive, and their personality or the way that they like present themselves to you is going to change. So that could be good. You know what I mean? Like maybe they're going to keep it real with you a lot more. Maybe they'll be vulnerable and express how they really feel, opposed to like, suppressing it, holding it back. Because if that's the case, I kind of get the vibe of people who have held back from you, or who didn't really express themselves, are like looking to get your approval, or looking to get your attention again, looking to get your like your eyes back on them again. All right, so they may be kind of sad that you guys aren't acknowledging them. I think that's a big part of like what's going on here. Let's look at their thoughts. What is this? Because for y'all, it's romance, it's love, it's joy, it's fun. What is it? It says, when you express how you feel, it turns me on, even when you're mad. And it says, I read, watch your horoscope to be all in your business. So they could just be like, I mean, maybe they do watch your sign. Maybe they watch tarot. Or maybe they just kind of like looking, well, let's say maybe they look in a newspaper. Maybe they just be online and how like Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aries. Maybe they just see it and they just like, oh, I know her sign, I know his sign. And they just look at it. What's up there, Marie? And they just be looking at it. So I get this to be somebody who's like, some of y'all is maybe people who want to have children, or they just want to have like a more childlike like connection with you. So I guess they're going to try to adapt their approach to being something that they feel like would get your attention or would gather like, yeah, would gain your attention. That's what you're going to see shortly. So a lot of people who probably would like maybe were held back because we started with Aquarius, a lot of maybe analytical, very stoic, cold, repressed type of people are going to be expressing themselves towards y'all a lot more, flirting, playing, joking a lot, being creative with their approaches to you. So like if you know what I mean, if you haven't been approached in a while, it's going to be a creative way that they're going to come about it. So yeah, you're about to get an offer from somebody. It says being angry is like holding coal in your hands. But what I was noticing is that they're extending their hands and holding their hands out. And then it says, nothing haunts us like the things we don't say. So that's what it is. People are going to be vulnerable and saying things that they've always wanted to say to y'all. And, all right, so you may get it through text. You may some of y'all will say you may wake up and see a text, see messages, calls from them. Or you may wake up and maybe they followed you. Maybe you wake up and you see that they found you or something like that. Like, these are people who are pressed over y'all or like highly excitable about y'all. You know what I mean? So I would say somewhere in there, it could be a little scary at times where you're like, damn, you super pressed. Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? So you say he's a Gemini moon and that scares me. Oh, you know, they do be sometimey. Not all the time, but they do be sometime. It says a new romantic cycle is about to begin for y'all. So an old cycle of the way you guys used to date is ending and a new cycle is beginning. So some of y'all, the new cycle could just be that you guys are dating more independent, more attractive, more go-getterish, ambitious people, more fun, you know what I mean? People who aren't really as judgmental. They're more understanding of you. They're more passionate with you, you know what I mean? So you may be dealing with those type of people. I know what, you'll be able to express your desires and it says you're good enough. So these are people who already view you as being worthy of a partnership, a long-term partnership, or worthy of just being connected to them in any light. So these may be like popular, maybe famous, you know what I mean? They're known for being attractive. They're known for like getting partners. They're known for people wanting to give to them. We do got adjustments are required. So these may be people where you have to, like I said, you guys have to adapt to each other's way of doing things. So maybe you have to give a little to get a little. Like I give you a little bit of what you want, then you give me a little bit of what I want. Or they're going to give you a little bit of what you want, and you got to give them a little bit of what they want. So it's that kind of like high-low, hot-cold type of situation. Or like I give, like I said, a give to get, you know what I mean? So you may notice that. But anyway, they're going to want to express themselves a lot more. And they're going to want you to express yourself, even if it's not, even if it would be uncomfortable, even if it's not in the best way that you could like express it. Maybe you feel like there's another way I need to say things. There's another way I should do things. You don't have to think about that too much. They like you for you because the first house is here, which means people like you for your personalities. They like you for your natural tendencies. They like your appearance as you are. So like as soon as they meet you, the first thing they notice is your appearance. And the second thing they notice is your personality or your traits, characteristics that probably are like very similar to theirs. You know, because we got the fifth house here, which are usually people you share similar interests with. So they're gonna probably notice that you have the same characteristics as them. Like maybe you're popular, maybe you're attractive, maybe a lot of people want to date you, maybe you're very flirtatious, maybe you're very outgoing, fun, non-judgmental, you know, but also very cool, you know what I mean, and very poised. Like nothing really bothers me. It's always all good. So this may be like the type of energy that you're attracting. People who are friendly and like everything's all good when you're around. Like it's all good. It's no thing. I ain't taking it too serious, you know what I mean? So I kind of get that vibe because we got the Knight of Wands here, which means that you guys are headed on a new adventure with somebody, all right? Whether it be, or you're heading in a new direction with somebody or with something, all right? We got investment. All right, so that's always good. So that's things that you've been putting your time, your energy into, starting to pay off. We got responsibility. All right, and then we got compromise. Okay. So it just means that they're gonna be trying to meet you on equal ground, equal footing. So you guys are gonna, you know, work it out. New people, old people, they're gonna be saying stuff that they probably would have kept to themselves. Because even here, he got his mouth taped like this with an X. So stuff that people normally wouldn't say, they're gonna say. They're gonna try to open a door for y'all to like take your connection to the next level or take conversations to the next level. They want you to express yourself more, talk more, say as much as you need to say. So I guess you don't say a lot. I guess that's the thing where you don't really talk to these people like that, but you're gonna notice you have a lot more people being friendly, cordial, social, inviting you to do stuff with them. Maybe you guys go out for drinks after work. Maybe you guys go to, I don't know, go somewhere. They're gonna try to get you guys to invite you guys to go do something with them. And that's where they're gonna try to like reveal how they really feel. You know, it may come off as kind of blunt or come off a little harsh. Now, I say harsh, where like I'm just gonna say it like this, I like you. It may just kind of come out like that. You'd be like, oh, okay, all right. You know what I mean? Like they're gonna reveal how they really feel. Call attention to like, you know, maybe where they didn't really step up or where they didn't really say what needed to be said. It's going to call attention to it. Or they're going to call attention to where you don't say what you need to say during times. All right, so some of y'all, they want to renew the connection. Then others of y'all, they just want praise and approval of dating you or being interactive with you, being seen with you. All right. What else? Also, I was looking at like a separate thing here because I was looking at something separate with the Knight of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles. Some of y'all are getting over imposter syndrome. You're going to feel a lot more confident. So like you guys are getting out of being rigid, only doing things one way. This could be creatively wise too, because Aquarius in the 5th house could be like you guys are coming up with innovative ways, like innovative, creative, like, I don't know, ventures or creative passions, hobbies. You guys may be doing like, you know, just stuff that you weren't, like maybe like who connects snails? Who collects snails or hermit shell crabs? I mean, hermit crab shells. Like who collects those? Maybe you collect stuff like that. Like you may get into like weird hobbies or connect with people or because of weird hobbies. You know what I mean? Like maybe some of y'all are gonna be getting attention because of a weird hobby or weird like interest that other people are also interested in, and you just may be confident enough to express it and put yourself out there. Like it's actually a pleasure to see you, or it's a pleasure or refreshing to see someone like you do this. So I think you're gonna be getting recognition for that shortly. It could be an opportunity to either work with somebody, or it could be an opportunity to like hang out, opportunity maybe to date somebody. Like they find it to be like the bee's knees, the fact that you could do that. Like for instance, say somebody see me doing tarot, and they'd be like, "What are you doing tarot? That's kind of cool." And they would be like, "Oh, I want to be friends with you. I want to date you now because you do tarot, and I didn't know that you did tarot. Straight man doing tarot. Wow, it's so crazy." Like the Aquarius could be like so weird and so uncanny that like I never would see somebody doing this. So like this could be anything. It could be like seeing a heavyset person running a marathon, and they run the Boston Marathon, and they run it like actually good too. You're like, "Wow, I never seen that. I couldn't imagine you running the Boston Marathon. Like what the fuck was that?" You know what I mean? So like it's something like that. It may catch you off guard with like some of the people liking some of your traits that normally you would be like, "Oh, I think people would find this to be weird," or people would find this to be a turn off. You know what I mean? So anyway, the compromise could just be like people agreeing with it, going with it, you know what I mean? And you go with what they go with, you know what I mean? So you guys may do something together where like, I do this for you, you do this for me. That's what I was trying to say earlier. I do this for you, you do this for me. All right, so you may notice that a lot of friendships, a lot of partnerships, a lot of connections, people are able to identify with y'all or able to relate to y'all. And then, like I said, they get creative about the ways that they like, you know, interact with you. You know what I mean? Because you make them feel confident enough to be themselves. So it adds more like passion or more excitement into the relationships that you're going to be having shortly. All right, so signs you guys could be dealing with could be Capricorn, Sag, Pisces, Leo, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Capricorn, Libra, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Virgo. All right, and then we did, who was that behind that? Virgo, Leo. Okay, same thing. All right, so anyway, y'all, thank y'all so much for being here. Thanks for rocking and rolling. I appreciate y'all. See, I'm a Sag rising. I never watch my rising sign. I'm tweaking. Capricorn, please. Yeah, I'll probably be doing it later, though. I mean, I'm not later. I'll probably be doing it maybe tomorrow. I don't know. I got to see. I just let the cards decide, like, who I do the readings for. But my boy's texting me now. He's like, "Help me out, man." So I need to go help him out right now, help him load and shit. So I don't miss this part. I don't miss the part of, like, being on other people's time. I really don't miss that. That's why, you know what I mean? You need me right now? Like, right now? I'll be late to places because I don't got to go. You know what I mean? Like, I don't got to go. Unless it's, like, a doctor's appointment or, like, court or some shit like that. I'll be having to show up on time. I don't care if it's a holiday, a date, a lunch, whatever. I'm showing up when I feel like it. All right, so anyway. You said, "Hey, there's that witchcraft guy. That's him. Do you see him? Ha ha! There you go. Fuck, nigga." All right, y'all. I'm out of here.